Hey coaches, this video I'm going to take you through an old PDF file I found. It's the Badgers offense, well the run game from 2012. I believe a coach sent me this. I believe I signed up for an online clinic, and when you signed up, they would send you a bunch of cool PDFs. I got a whole bunch of cool NFL defense PDFs from like Rex Ryan and a couple other coaches. It's a little bit all older stuff from like early 2000s up to about 2012 here. But I thought it'd be cool to actually go through their actual run game playbook. So this is what Wisconsin ran in 2012. I mean, I feel like I remember looking at it. It was a lot of power football, a lot of I formation. So that's still really what they do now. But I thought it'd be really cool to go through a college, playbook here. The Wisconsin Badgers. They're always a tough team, especially guarding running the ball. So yeah, I just figure, you know what? Let me record this. I'll take you with me as I go through this playbook. It's been a long time since I looked at this, so I don't remember it fully, vaguely. But let's get through it. So I'm excited to see. So we'll see. First play we see zone right, zone left. Cool, simple zone play. This play is inside zone play to the tight end side. It's cool to see zone, inside zone out of I formation or compressed formation because it's typically associated with a spread team, but inside zone is just a particular blocking scheme and it could be executed with success on any age level and pretty much at any formation. So I do like this. I do like the fullback going away because so many times when you run I formation, teams will follow your fullback. So I do like the fullback going away. That's cool. That'll at least hold this kid or this kid. So Y on outside, stretch 9 technique, call out, goal line to heel 7 yards. All right. So on over outside, tackle on over outside. That's cool. Front side, single slide support. Cool. I mean, just your basic inside zone here. A little bit wider, I think, because out of the I formation, the aiming point is a little bit wider. The path for this back here, because you're not in gun, so you're really not hitting this inside. Zone right, left, split zone. So the fullback will go away. It's kind of like in the spread. Say I got a 20 personnel. They'll have an H back here, and he'll just kind of slice across. So this is your typical split zone. Out of I formation, you leave this kid unblocked and you block him. A lot of nice play action out of this too, because you're not really reading the end, so you just really want to just try to get a double team on this tackle. Zone step down on a tackle, and then you just replace the down block fullback here. Let's go split zone, 31 wide, well hip sky. You see to get the double combo up onto the Sam here. Versus the odd. Okay, so here's it versus the odd front. Odd front really is just, both guards are uncovered, so that's typically an odd front. So there it is versus odd. Very simple. Versus the bear. You get the 2 4 eyes and the zero tech nose. So that's cool. I mean, this is just your basic. It's crazy because this is the Wisconsin playbook, but this is really just, it's just zone. It is what it is, regardless of the level you're coaching. So, I mean, I'm more so personally a gap scheme guy. I don't teach or run any zone. I'm not saying you can't do it on a youth level. I just like the down blocks. We basically just down block. We kick out everything. That's basically what we do. But I do like zone, bear front, zone stretch. I do like this because, it really stretches the defense, and this really could hit anywhere. This could bang inside, or bang outside rather, and bang inside, I think the zone guys call it. On inside zone play to the tight end. On outside, the Y. So he's just gonna zone and block this 9 here. On over, single side support to man nose. Versus climb, bear slug. That's cool. Zone stretch. I do like getting the lead block by the fullback. Okay, then you really don't have to when you have the fullback lead blocking, you really don't have to combo off. You could still even double this. Okay, I mean, you could double the end. Well, I mean, no, they're going to reach this because they're playing such a wide technique. Like a 5 technique here. But, yeah, I do like it with the fullback lead blocking, inserting. So that's cool. And this is just like the spread. You know, if this was a spread gun formation, the quarterback would be here. You'd have your H here, and this would just be zone insert. So instead of H inserting here, okay, he's just in the I formation, and he's just lead blocking. So for spread guys, I think this would be more of like a zone or stretch insert. You're inserting the H, in this case it's the fullback. Zone, it's ends and blocked, it's fine. Depending on what he does, you get a couple different rollout concepts going. Versus odd front here. On the mic, versus the bear front. So I really do like lead blocking, and if they're following the fullback, you could just have him slice away. So that's cool. Page 4. I'll start speeding this up. Tackle this inside zone to the open side, so we're going weak here, away from the tight end. Open sides with no tight end in here. It's a single back, so I think they're spreading the field out more. A couple more receivers, so I do like that. It's good. They roll down this Sam here. You really have numbers to the backside. I mean, you got a 3-on-3 here. Okay, to your 2-man blocking surface. You know, you got 3 guys. You could account for all 3 with just base zone blocking. So I do like it going away from the strength, especially when the defense is really adjusting to the strength. Now they're putting that inside shade here, 7 tech. So I do like going away from it. You get an easy zone block here. If this kid slices down here or slants, maybe they play some scrape or gap exchange games, like whatever you want to call it. You know, they could slice this kid down and arc and then have him loop, which is fine. You know, then this guard will just take him, and then we'll pass the will on to him. So I do like it. Either way, you got 3 to block their 3, so I do like that. I'm sure there's an overhang here with some receivers, and you could run some bubbles or something to really keep that overhang, respecting the outside. So I do like it going strong, and I do like going weak. I like going at a single back too here because they bring in another receiver, take out the fullback, bring in a receiver, spread the field a little bit. You can see it lightens up the box a little bit. So I do like that. Over, outside, on, outside. Sport to man. Cut right, cut left. Okay, this is just split zone here. I do like having a wingback. I love, they're going away from this here, but I do love the tight end and wingback flank here because that really forces the defense to adjust. Not only is this a very strong run strength, you know, this is very good pass strength either. You have 2 eligible receivers, so there's a lot of different blocking combinations, and it's a lot of, you know, power at the point of attack here. So it's run strong and it's pass strong because you could do a couple different route concepts from these guys depending on their skill set. I mean, I know on the college level these are going to be your bigger kids. Youth level, you know, you very well could have your best player here, a good player here. So I do like having a wingback, a tight end and a wingback, but I do like having the option to go to the closed side or the weak side here. Bringing that wing, pulls the will out, and again, you could count for 1, 2, 3 with 1, 2, 3. Then this backside could work back to the mic, so it's cool. Bear front, you get a nice, you know, an inside zone, man, you really got to get this nose moved. So you get this kid moved, and then depending on what this Sam does, you know, will determine who takes them when they combo off. Against the stack, ooh, my defense, 3-5 stack. Or in this case, it's probably 3-3 or 3-4 stack. But strong safety. But yeah, I do like doubling them and then comboing off. Okay, so on the stack, you do get great combos, especially if they're head up. Okay, so if this kid slants down, the guard will take him. He'll take the jack here, the J. Same thing here. No slants this way, the guard will take him. Or if he slants this way, Mike comes, center will take him. We'll take him. So, you know, the stack is good, but as long as your kids are disciplined and able to combo off properly, they could block this well. You could definitely do this on a youth level. A scoop, slice, and then you get a double in the combo. All right, Bob. I'll start speeding this up because let's see where we're at already. 11-minute video. I'm on page 8 of 35. So I'll start speeding this up. There's Bob left. Okay. Insert play. This is ISO. It's really just ISO and man principles. Okay, it looks like they're blocking zone on the backside. And then, I mean, to me, this is weak ISO. Okay, you get a quick double here on this shade combo off the mic. We base this end out, and then we lead block with the fullback. Yeah, this is basically ISO. You want to run ISO to the gaps, okay, where you have, they got a 1 tech and then a 5 here. So you run ISO to that all day long. And this is the kid they're ISO. So for me, this is ISO. I guess it's a combination of both. But for me, this is ISO. Anytime it's insert, it's an ISO play because this is the kid you're isolating. So this is ISO play. I do like it. Again, they got to respect the strength. You could definitely run ISO to the strength here. You could base him, block him, and then ISO this kid. So, it's however you want to do it. You could double here, have one of these guys, depending on what path the mic takes, combo off and block him, and then you ISO this kid. So I do like that. Bob left. Again, for me, this is just man block. This is really just ISO. I do like this motion across. And now, they got a wing back and a tight end. Okay, so this is a very run. The strength of the formation is to the right, which is all the defense is left. I do like motion this kid across because really comes balanced. You'll have double. Even though this kid's not a tight end, it will be like it's double tight end. So I do like setting the strength here and then letting the defense shift. And if they overshift, you can just motion him across and then you can run this way. And going balanced like that, even though this is a wingback, he's not another tight end. But for me, it's like a two tight end look, in my opinion. Okay, the kid's eligible probably because this receiver on this side will be on the ball. If there's a receiver out there, which based on who's drawn up here, there is, he'll be eligible. So for me, it's really like double tight end, even though he's technically a wingback or an H, whatever, or fullback, whatever you want to call him. But I do like that because then you got to respect both sides. Okay, you don't know which side they're gonna run. They're gonna run Bob too. Again, I like running ISO in the gaps. Okay, they got a 4 technique, 0. You run between that all day long. ISO this kid. Have this backside guard and center responsible for the mic and the nose, so I like that. Versus the bear, I think a little harder to run this against a bear front, to be honest. But yeah, good play. Blast left, nice. I like this. Typical blast play. I mean, yeah, it's funny because these are plays you really just see on the youth football level every week. So, the blast play is cool. Just the insert lead play, combination of zone and man principles. See, this looks like zone. They're stepping play side, working a double. So these two will be responsible for these two. Oops. And then you just motion this kid across. He lead blocks. Fullback lead blocks. And then you just base this kid out. So blast is basically, for me, blast is just sending 2 backfield lead blockers. 2 or more, I'll say. Backfield lead blockers. Okay, I think that for me, that's what I consider a blast. Okay, having 2 or more backfield players, running backs, okay, lead blocking through the hole. So you'll have the Z, he'll lead, and then the fullback lead. So that's blast. You could run blast strong here. You could base him out. You could insert him. Okay, there's a lot of different ways you could run this. So I like this. Blast left, split. Versus the odd front, versus the bear, and then versus the stack. I still think it's tough to run, inside against a bear front, especially at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defenders. Almost half the defense committed between I would say, 2, 4 interior gaps. So it's hard to run inside on the bear front, in my opinion, especially if they're slanting down. 3-3 bear. I like that a lot. Off shade here, but I would like running blast or even ISO to this gap here. power left. There we go. Old gap scheme here. This is the power play to the tight end. I like it. This is just simple power. Get a double team at the point of attack. One of these kids combos off depending on who shows. We get a nice base out. Oh, and they're not kicking. He's inserting here. Okay. I mean, your traditional power, the tight end would either down block or he'd go for backer. And then the fullback will kick out, which is fine. You know, I think you should be able to run it both ways, because if you're kicking out, let's draw this up. If you're kicking out here, and then this kid's coming here, okay, this if they're reading linemen, okay, if this end is reading line, so if this end is reading your tight end but down blocks, this kid's gonna squeeze. He's gonna wrong arm it, or just squeeze the gap here, and that will probably spill the play outside is what you want. So he'd squeeze down, he'd loop over top, and that's how you defend power. You know, you send it where it's not designed to go. So let's clear all. So it would be good where instead of him inserting here and him kicking out here, okay, you could just zone step, and then he'll expand with you, and you just base block him, and then you insert him. So you're still getting this kid and this kid blocked. So I do like running power your traditional way, okay, which would be with the fullback kick and him inserting, or even double teaming if he gets, you know, the C gap defender. Or I like just basing him out and then we blocking. So I think it's cool to have it run it both ways. Here's Trey, so you get a counter here. I mean power, but get a double team on this end. So a lot of times you'll get that real nasty defender here. And this 5 technique is real tough to block. Okay, if he's a big strong kid, you could just double him and then combo off, and then wrap the back guard for the linebacker, and then the center just block back. So I like Trey versus odd. Nice. Here's more so your traditional power. Okay, this pulling guard is responsible for the mic. You get a double team here, and then one of these kids will combo off to the jack, and then you kick out the Sam. So here's your traditional power, really. Versus the bear front. I do like blocking at base like this against the bear front. So I like that. Power wrap. Oh, so wow. Alright, so yeah, they're sending the kid in motion, I'm assuming. I would think so. He's coming in motion, and then he's peeling back, and it's turning into, like, blast. This is power, but, you know, you are pulling the backside guard, so it's power. But, I mean, you're getting a guard, wrapping, getting the mic. You got this kid coming for the corner, and you also have the fullback blocking the Sam here. So I do like that. I think that's a great compliment to the play before where they motion him across. And I was just talking about how it's kind of like having 2 tight ends. You motion him across, and then he peels back. So you'll get them, you know, pre-snap, this is the strength. When he motions across, they'll run back to their balanced formation. And then once the ball snap, boom, you're catching. So you will have the numbers advantage. So I do like this play a lot. You know, pre-snap the strengths here. And then, you know, this pre-snap motion, when the kid's here, it becomes balanced. So you have to adjust like it's balanced, because you really got to respect both sides. When this kid's motioning across here, you can run power this way, ISO this way, power this way, ISO this way. So they have to respect it. The defense has to get balanced too. So him peeling back and then running it this way is pretty cool. So I love this concept a lot. You know, this is simple stuff, guys. You know, it's football's football, really, no matter what level you're coaching. Power wrap. I'm going to start speeding this up. Puma. Single back. Okay, this is basically just one back power, right? Yeah, this is one back power. Pulling, wrapping, double team, base out here. So that's basically just single back power. Nothing crazy there. Puma. Single back power. Is it against the bear front? This is a weak side power play. Okay, so here's away from the strength. Yeah, this is your traditional power here. Getting the kick out here. Get a down block onto the mic. Guard bases this nose. Center blocks back, replaces this guard. So this is your simple, straight up power. And I do like power, you know, to the 1 and 5 technique side. This is good play for ISO too. Anytime you could attack these gaps, what we do a lot when we run inside is we want to look where we have gaps between linemen. That's where we want to attack. Okay, so like ISO on our playbook called Jet Power, we really want to run at the gaps here. It's left. Yeah, this is basically power football here. That's all it is. Power right. I got a lot of power. A lot of power. It's Wisconsin, right? That's what they do. All right. And double team here. Deuce tag it. We'll have motioning them across because now it's balanced. You got an I formation. These two backs could go this way or they could go this way. So, pre-snap the strengths here. He motions them across. Now pre-snap it becomes balance. So that balances the defense up. So now, they have to respect power to both sides. You know which side they're running it to. And that eliminates them really getting that extra box player advantage on you. So numbers-wise, you're good. So I do like the motioning them across. And on a youth football level, I think motion is something that's very a very underutilized tactic. Okay, this is you could come out in this, and then once the team start adjusting, if they don't, you just keep running it that way. That's what I would do. And I'm talking about youth football here. And then once they shift to the strength here, you could just motion them across. And then now the strength isn't on this side; it's balanced. So you're going to catch all these kids shifted this way, and then you just come back the other way. Something like this is actually just it's just stealing. It's too easy. Half the time, teams don't even adjust to the unbalance, and then when they do, they'll usually overshift. So doing something like this, simple like this, will kill them. People ask me, "Hey, you score a lot of points." Yeah, it's because of these little things like this we do as well. Different offense, but these motions, the shifts, things like that. That's how we make our money offensively. Pin and pull, that's cool. Basically, if you're uncovered, I don't have a ton of knowledge on pin and pull. I did do one clinic a couple years ago. It was pretty cool. Learned a lot. But it's basically if you're uncovered, you're pulling. You're blocking down, you're pinning this kid. If you're uncovered, you're pulling. So I do like pin and pull. You're going to get a reach block on this end here. And then these kids are going to pull. So I like that. It's just simple pin and pull play. Bounce right or pin and pull again. Two back perimeter pin and pull. Oh, I like that a lot. The two back, get that extra lead blocker. Let's go. Just pin and pull again. Pin and pull versus stack. Perimeter pin and pull play. Yeah, see, I absolutely love the tight end and wing back flank, or in this case, they have their fullback there, which is really the same thing. I love this concept here. A lot of times this end, we do this a lot. We actually would call this hammer. That's what we call a hammer block. But on this end, I'm talking youth football here. This end's going to be watching the ball, right? And he's going to be taught to penetrate. So a lot of times the last person he expects to block him is really him, especially if he's getting reached or kicked out by a fullback, which in this case isn't a fullback, but he's never expects that coming, and he just shoots himself upfield, and we just, we're able to generate a lot of force, and we get a nice blocking angle because we're off the ball. So if you can't reach this end, he's giving you problems, you could just base him here, block down on him with the fullback. So I love the pin and pull with the full to the wing back tight end side. So it gives you a lot of blocking combos. I mean, for us too, we could deuce this if this kid's a real problem. We could double him with the Y and the fullback. So I love the Y and the fullback. Having that tight end and wingback flank is nasty, and there's a lot of things you could do blocking combination wise. And then there's also a lot of combinations you can do passing game. That's right, more pin and pull. Ted. Pull. Ooh, perimeter toss. I like it. Bunch right. Just toss. Simple play. If you're uncovered, you're going to pull. Press the split end down, or if you want, you could put a Y here, a tight end type body. Block down. Good arc here, and arc here. So I like it. Simple toss. With toss, if you're able to get 1, 2, 3, get 1, 2, 3, 4 blocked with your 4, you're good. The great thing about toss is you really only got to get, only these 3 blocked to gain yardage. That's what's great about toss. If you're really able to get that toss out, you're only really got to block 2, 3, 4 defenders at max to get yardage. Everyone else really isn't relevant on the play. So, if you got good perimeter blocking here, this play could hit big. Truck rant. It's basically toss against the bear. I love toss against bear, especially they're committing all these first level defenders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 first level. It's almost half their defense on one level. So if you're able to get outside or past the first level, right? You get past this first level here. There's really, you get past this first level, there's really no pursuit. So if you're really able to get this outside and score, great. Slide draw. Yeah, if you're uncovered, your pass setting here, get the lineman to come up, and then you just do a draw with the fullback leading. That's cool. This is a lead draw play. Yeah, everyone pass set. When you pass set, especially when they're reading linemen, they're going to really fly upfield, and then you let them fly upfield, and you just do a draw right past them. Let them, get in their pass rush lanes, and let them give good effort to pass rush, and then you just hand it off. So I like that, especially if it's zone too, or even man. These kids are going to fly out, and then you just boom, draw. Nothing special there. Draw against a bunch of different defenses. Stack against bear. Sprint draw. So this is, I guess, I'm sure they have a sprint out pass, and I'll try to find their passing game. I believe one of the PDFs was their passing game, so maybe that'll be another video. Sprint out draw. It's cool. Same concepts apply here, except looks like they aren't really pass setting. They're just firing out. Draw. So that was the last play. Yeah, pretty cool, right? Definitely pretty cool. I'm going to take some time and actually read everything, and I won't put you through that. I'm sure this video's gone on much longer than I initially wanted it to. But hope you got something out of it. It's very basic. You could see they basically just have a bunch, they got an ISO, they block inside zone, they got toss, and they got power. Really only running 4 blocking schemes. You could see they're doing the same blocking scheme, just out of different formations and personnel groupings, which is different formation. But they're doing a lot of things that make them multiple, but it keeps it simple for the kids. And you guys hear me talk about that all the time. It's all about being multiple while keeping things simple for your kids. And it's becoming really, you really want to become good at what you do, and then just do that same thing that you're good at multiple ways. So from a defensive standpoint, it's not just, okay, hey, they do one thing. If you do the same thing out of multiple formations, for them, it's really like they got a whole bunch of different formations they got to align properly to, and they got to defend you out of. So, and then it's really easy for your kids. If you really a power team, like we were a jet sweep team, we'll run our jet out of everything at all our formations, and then everything works off jet. But if you're a power team, you run it weak power, you got strong power. You could do just motion to Z over, run power that way. It's still power. Nothing changes for the linemen. The only thing that changes for the backs, when I say backs, that means like the fullback, an H-back, the tailback. So there is some slight differences there, but overall it's simple. Be multiple while keeping it simple for your kids. That's the key. That's how you score points in youth football. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you got something out of it. I got a whole bunch of these PDFs that this guy sent me for signing up for his clinic, so it's pretty cool. I'll do another one real soon. All right, guys, take care.